You are sitting completely still in your own bedroom. You aren't doing anything physically demanding, but suddenly your heart starts hammering against your ribs, your palms start to sweat, and you can barely pull in a full breath. Logically, looking around the room, you know you are safe, yet your own body is screaming that you are in immediate physical danger. That intense physical distress stems from a total physiological mobilization. Your entire nervous system is reacting to what it perceives as a threat. The strange part is that your brain can activate this physical survival system without any external danger present. Simply worrying about an upcoming presentation or dwelling on a stressful memory is enough to pull the alarm. Sometimes a conscious thought isn't even the initial trigger. Background factors like a poor night of sleep, a third cup of coffee, or ambient daily stress can cause your body to react before your mind even registers what is happening. To understand anxiety, we have to recognize that these symptoms are real. When you feel dizzy or shaky, those are measurable changes happening inside your nervous system due to a biological miscommunication. When your brain detects a potential threat, it deploys a deeply hardwired survival mechanism known as the fight or flight response. If we look at this diagram of a racing heart, we can see exactly why this happens. Your heartbeat accelerates to rapidly force blood and oxygen out to your limbs, giving you the immediate physical power to react to a crisis. Moving down to the stomach, that sudden churning feeling occurs because your body actively pauses digestion. It redirects valuable energy away from your gut to prioritize your immediate physical survival. Zooming out to the full body, your breathing becomes shallow and your muscles tighten because your physical frame is literally bracing itself to either sprint away or engage in combat. The system works perfectly for outrunning a predator, but it becomes incredibly confusing when your body is fully prepped for mortal combat and all you're doing is sitting at a desk worrying about an email. There is nowhere to run and nothing to physically fight. Without a physical release for all that pent-up preparation, your nervous system simply sits there, burning through your energy reserves. This leaves you feeling completely drained, even if you haven't moved an inch. None of these physical sensations are inherently dangerous, and your body isn't broken. It is simply deploying the exact right survival tools at the exact wrong time. We can trace the mechanics of panic by looking at this flowchart. The experience escalates when the initial response transforms into a self-sustaining feedback loop. It begins when your body produces a normal baseline sensation, like a slightly elevated heartbeat, and your brain's attention zeroes in on it. Moving to the interpretation stage, your brain assumes the worst. Instead of recognizing harmless stress, it interprets this physical sensation as evidence of a catastrophic medical problem. Finally, at the escalation stage, that fearful interpretation forces your brain to send out fresh alarm signals. This chemically worsens the initial physical symptoms and spins the cycle even faster. Hyper-focusing on your own body acts like a volume dial. Suddenly, totally normal internal functions feel overwhelmingly loud, strange, and unnatural. You might start constantly self-checking, asking yourself if you're breathing normally or if your heart is beating too hard. That specific act of constant monitoring forces your nervous system to stay locked in an active alarm state. Soon, the fear of the physical symptoms actually becomes the fuel that amplifies and sustains the panic. Because your brain and body are constantly communicating, you can use that exact same communication highway to short-circuit the loop and shut down the alarm. The vital first step is to simply notice the sensation when it happens, without automatically labeling it as a disaster. Instead of looking inward, move your attention outward. Focus on the sounds in the room or the physical feeling of your feet flat against the floor. This provides your brain with concrete, environmental signals of safety. Next, practice slow, gentle breathing. You don't need to force huge, dramatic gasps of air, just maintain steady breaths. This directly counters your nervous system's chemical tendency to overbreathe and panic. But there is one absolute rule. New, severe, or persistent physical symptoms, especially genuine chest pain, must always be evaluated by a doctor. Never blindly dismiss a concerning health issue as just anxiety. Anxiety's physical symptoms are incredibly real, and they can be exhausting. But by understanding the mechanics behind this false alarm, you can recognize the sensation without having to believe you are in danger.